That was his actual deal. So I have an hour and 30 minutes. This is more than enough.
Oh, you mean his AX idle?
Yeah, his AX idle. This was the same camera he used, Jack.
I never saw AX idle. Oh.
Yeah, last time standing.
Yeah.
You want to?
Alright, thank you guys for waiting for a long time. We will start the press event for NIS America. My name is Now Zuck. How you guys doing? Good. Excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have a lot of exciting titles to announce today, and I hope you will enjoy them. And now I'd like to introduce President Haru Akinaga with springy hat on it.
Good afternoon. I'm Haru Akinaga. Welcome to NIS's press event. Thank you so much for your continuous support all these years. Many of you remember us when we started 7 years ago with just 4 people. And Jack Nida was our main contact for all of our media-related matters. As we grew, we brought Now on board to support Jack. Thanks to all of your help. She has done such a fantastic job in managing our PR and marketing that you probably no longer hear from Jack at all. So what is Jack doing these days with all this free time he has? Jack is now the producer for our North American titles. You will hear more from him later in this program. We have a new addition to our PR marketing team. His name is Ryan Phillips. As Now focuses her energy more on the European market this year, you will likely hear directly from Ryan more and more. Please help him out like you did for Jack and Now before. Although we had an annual event just a couple of months ago, today we would like to show you some awesome addition to our 2011 lineup. We have some updates too. I hope we will surprise you. I think this lineup indicates what direction we take in the future. 1, we continue to publish the kinds of titles our fans expect from NISA. 2, self-produce new games that can be published worldwide. Of course, the US first. 3, release games in new genres. Non-JRPG, but still have a familiar NISA flavors. Whatever new direction we take, we will always need your support and advice. Please sit back and relax and enjoy the popcorn. Everyone has popcorns?
Already finished it.
Sorry. We have more. Now, let's start the presentation. Thank you very much.
All right. So like Haru said, thank you guys for all the help, and you guys gonna be hearing from Ryan more, but I'm gonna be still here, so don't forget about me. Okay, next, Ryan Phillip will present you new titles. Enjoy.
All right, everybody, how's it going? Excellent, excellent. I've had a chance to speak to a lot of you, but yeah, like I said, I'm the newest addition, the newest Prinny here on the squad. So I'm super excited to be here, and it's pretty much a dream here to be able to work with everyone, and I've just loved video games my whole life, so that's my kind of soapbox, and I'm just happy to be here. So with that being said, enough about me, let's get into the games, right? So without any further ado, here is the first one. We are proud to announce Cladoon X2 ×2, and basically it's going to be available for PSN only, and once the PSN comes back, it will be available on there. Okay, so there's a bunch of new things that are going to be, basically it's ×2 because everything that's been included has been doubled. And that being said, we have a lot more characters to pretty much put into your party. Again, it's the same premise that you build up your party members in order to protect the main character. And in doing that, eventually your main character becomes strong enough to be able to tackle even the most difficult dungeons. So moving forward, we have just a screenshot of one of the newer characters. And again, there's new, aside from the Ranjuns from the last one, we have Trijuns, and then there's a bunch of other kind of different styles of dungeons rather than the normal just going in and fighting and clearing the dungeon. So continuing on, we have the character customization. Now the character customization is, a lot of things have been added, animations, different things that you can actually do with the physical appearance of the character. And I don't have an actual screenshot of it right now, but we actually, in the game, there are item customizations that can be done. So it'll go into the armor customization and weapon customization. So, and then lastly here, yeah, again, it's going to be available exclusive to PSN, and it's going to be summer 2011.
PSN should be up by then.
Let's hope, let's hope. All right, so, and let me move on to the next title. Here we go. So,
Yes!
all right. Everyone, this is the next addition to the Atelier series. Everyone's been looking for this to be announced for us all year, so we are happy to announce that Atelier Tottori, The Adventure of Arlen, will debut this year. All right, so basic premise of the story is, again, Atelier Tottori takes place a little bit after Atelier Verona. And she is, again, an aspiring alchemist. And this game is a little bit more centered on adventure. Again, the alchemy is definitely still there. Synthesis, over hundreds of items that can be made through the synthesis. But yeah, basically she's going to be able to get some certain licenses to be able to travel to different areas. The areas have been expanded. So let's see. Here's a picture of Tottori. And yeah, typically you can expect to be blowing up your atelier, again with this one, much like Verona from the last. And here is the trailer here for everyone. You might recognize that stairwell in the last one. Again, gathering is a big part of the game, so to pick up things for the alchemy, you might recognize the Puni, and again, there are going to be new characters, of course, and then you may recognize some of the old characters from the last series. In addition to the battle things, there in the previous game there wasn't any sort of mana used for any sort of magic spells. That has been incorporated for this one. So I think a lot of players were looking for that rather than just strictly HP-based battle. But again, it's going to be turn-based RPG, pretty nostalgic. And again, there's going to be plenty of things to blow up. And then there's Sturkenberg from the last one. And again, this is the one of the maps, again, focusing on the exploration, and that's the Japanese release date, so yeah, we're still, yeah. And yeah, so we are slated for, let's see, let me bring it up here, September 2011 for the PlayStation 3, exclusively on PlayStation. All right, now I'm going to pass this on to the man, Jack Nita. Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. We got a pretty cool game coming up for the next 3 titles. The first one I want to show you. Some of you may know what this is. The original game was actually made by a person named Daisuke Amaya for the PC, and this is the reincarnation of it. It's Cave Story 3D for the Nintendo 3DS system. I'll first want to show the original Cave Story that was made for the PC. Here's the screenshot of Mimiga Village. This is again the PC version, 2D side-scrolling, sprite-based video game. It's very simple, but it's a very adventurous, intuitive type of game out there. And what we did was we basically took this original Cave Story and made it into a 3D version. So again, here is the original 2D screen of the first cave, and here is the new one. It's the exact same scene right here, but as you can see on the original, a lot of it was up to sort of the player's imagination to figure out how the background and like the world was like. Now you can see this completely new environment with a lot more detail, taking a full use of the 3DS's lighting and shading capabilities. It came out very beautiful. We're working very closely with the company called Nicholas. They actually made the DSiWare and the WiiWare version of Cave Story, and they're an awesome team, and they're pumping this game out really hard right now. Hopefully we'll get it out really soon. Here's another shot of the actual 3DS version. The left is Sandstone. On the right, you'll see Egg Corridor, and on the bottom right is the first cave as well. So there's a lot of detail. Many of the objects will be coming out with the full 3D like retrospective and the the viewing. So you're gonna see a lot of this and much more full detail on the game. And we don't have a trailer for this game, but we'll have the actual the playable demo on the floor. So you'll definitely want to check it out. It's pretty awesome. I think you'll be blown away by how it looks. And this game will be coming out in August 9th, so it's pretty soon. We're working really hard to get everything in there. You can pretty much expect all the original contents in it, plus more stuff in there, especially for the original fans. There's going to be a little surprise within the game, so you'll probably find out a little later. It's a little secret still, but you'll be pretty happy to see. And then also for the NIS fans, you might find something interesting to find within the game itself. So please look forward to it. It's going to be an awesome game. All right. Next game we'll like to show is the main big one, Disgaea 4.
Yes. Okay, so Disgaea 4 is coming out soon, and today we have special guest from Japan, director and lead programmer for Disgaea 4, Mr. Masa Yamamoto.
皆さんこんにちは。日本インソフトウェアの山本です。今回でディスガイアも4作目となります。日本では初代ディスガイアが根強い人気を誇っており、開発の目標としまして初代ディスガイアを超えることを、念頭に置いてきました。
Good afternoon, my name is Masa Yamamoto. The Disgaea 4 is obviously the fourth installment of the series. The original Disgaea is still very popular in Japan, so for this one, we've worked really hard to try to surpass the original.
おかげさまで日本のユーザー様から、初代ディスガイアを超えたとの声もいただいております。アメリカの皆様にもぜひぜひお楽しみいただければと思います。よろしくお願いいたします。
Thankfully, from the Japanese reviewers, the players out there, someone was saying it definitely has surpassed the original Disgaea. So if all the fans in the US could sort of look forward to Disgaea 4, it would be awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry, I gotta explain the rest. Forgot about that. All right, so what is Disgaea 4? Disgaea 4 obviously takes on a new story, new characters. That's a little different from the first, second, and third. This time we got an interesting vampire character, a werewolf, an android. It's a little different from the rest of the series because the rest of them were pretty much like overlords and demons. So a nice little change to it. And on the bottom right, you'll see this. Her name is Fuka, but she's actually a human that turned into sort of a pretty you'll probably figure out what the story is later on. But better than me explaining, well, check out the trailer. It's pretty detailed, so you'll probably get a pretty good idea of how the game is going to be like. So let's check it out.